Well, Timmy, thank you for being here and thank you for supporting this messaging to the youth of ASEAN.
Thanks for having me back.
We are big fans of Kitabisa. I think if you were to talk about people who have done crowdsourced actionable actions, Kitabisa is the number one there. So a few things about. I noticed that you mentioned something about it's important to have kindness, empathy, and these are the emotions that help people want to help each other. Do you want to describe that in your own words?
I used the analogy in the rooms about the eyes of eagle, where you usually portray reality from above. And I studied economics. I usually see poverty, unemployment as a numbers on the papers. But what we need is intellectuals that use the eyes of worm, that going down there on the ground, seeing the realities, and then feeling what's really happened on the ground. So I think that's also an essence of empathy, of trying to see through beyond numbers, beyond statistics, to see what people really felt, especially about digitalizations, transformation, development. Yeah.
Okay. So has digital transformation changed the way you're able to do all of this? Because the idea of helping people
Yeah.
has been around for thousands of
Yeah,
years.
correct.
What has really changed that you're able to do things which you were not able to do earlier?
So our mission is a connecting kindness at scale. So the word at scale are fully powered by technology, which in our case, through a digital platform, through our website and app, we can facilitate now 1 second, one donations. So connecting kindness to one donation per second. So that's what's really excite us. But how strangers out there can see people who need helps, and they click on the link, they see the stories, they do the payment, and then they saw the reports and repeat. It become a new habit of helping each other. So I think that's what now is being utilized in the, not just in crowdfunding, but overall in the philanthropy industries, to adopt technology to connect kindness at scale.
Okay. So let's talk about ASEAN as a region,
Yeah.
because your focus may have been more to Indonesia in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah.
How do you see you can apply all of this to an ASEAN concept? What is
Yeah.
your vision of going forward if you were to bring this platform to ASEAN?
We actually have an office in Kuala Lumpur. We have a website for Malaysia and Singapore. But I believe what we do is very universal, and other countries might have similar culture and behavior. So it's actually very replicable, especially when you talk about collectivism. I think that's also one of unique values of Asian. In Malaysia and Singapore and Indo, we call it gotong royong, right? Helping each other. But I believe in Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, they have their own words. But basically, the bottom-up solidarity to help each other to do gotong royong. And now, how can we transform this noble values on the ground into something that digital, that at scale?
So is this idea work only within a country's boundaries, or actually it goes across? Is it
Definitely
multilateral?
multilaterals. Yeah, I think there is. The bigger platform based in US are actually cross-national because they targeting English-speaking countries. But I think for Asian, what interesting to also build a bottom-up based platform that use local language that speak true to the local people. And also, it's also important to be owned and controlled by the local people, regardless of the technology can outsource from anywhere, right?
Because programs are local.
Yeah, programs, communities are local. Yeah.
So there's one idea of doing this for ASEAN by ASEAN within ASEAN.
Yeah.
And there's another idea that the world can participate in things
Yeah.
happening in ASEAN. Do you think that's a reality?
Yeah, that's already a reality. I mean, there is no more boundaries and barriers, right? It's just the globalizations make it happen to collaborate across countries and everything. Yeah, especially when you talk about empathy, I think the values are so universal that you can really cooperate regardless of your race, countries, religions, everything.
Okay. So do you have like one statement you like to tell the youth about about what they can do to amplify what you are doing or help what you're doing or get involved in Kitabisa. Is there any
I think,
call
yeah.
to action that you
Yeah.
might want to tell them?
One call to action. I'll borrow a quote from Ted Lasso movie, which is be curious, not judgmental. And that's very important in the today's youth because we are exposed with many things in social media. It's very easy for us to get judged or being judgmental to others while we don't know the whole picture. So be curious, not judgmental.
Fantastic. So that's a great way to end a quick
Thanks,
roundup with Timmy, and I look forward to doing more with you, and wish you all the best
Thank you so much, Pak.
for Kitabisa and
Yes.
for you yourself personally, so that you can really share your story and help empower the youth of ASEAN.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.